Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Having a full prepper pantry is so important, and everybody needs to be stockpiling foods that can last for a long time. But you can't just stock up on food. You have to rotate the food. So when you're buying your food, have an idea of how you're going to use it. I've been putting together some of my prepper pantry shelf meals, which is like a pantry clean out. I figure out how to put the things together, and I put all of the ingredients for a meal into a Ziploc bag. Then they can sit in the shelf, and when you need a meal, you can grab them. It's a great way to organize the foods in your prepper pantry because you could put a bunch of these into a large tote, and then you have a bunch of emergency meals if you need them. Or you can put it together, and that's the dinner you're going to have every night this week. It's also simple enough. On a night that you don't know what you would want for dinner, you can grab one of the bags and just put it together very quickly and make a meal. So putting together the prepper pantry shelf meals into Ziploc bags is one way that I like to organize my prepping foods. I put together 7 different meals out of the foods in my pantry that I need to rotate. You can't keep the food forever, you need to use it up. So I went through my pantry, I gathered up foods that need to be rotated, and I put them into these 7 different meals, and let me show you what I have. The first meal is a can of Campbell's loaded potato soup, a package of potato gnocchi, and a package of Wisps cheese crisp cheddar flavor. It's freeze-dried cheese, and these are very good. If you're looking for them in the regular grocery store, look for them in the produce department, and you can even sometimes find smaller packages at the Dollar Tree. These are very delicious. There's only cheese in them, and they're very tasty. Gnocchi are like potato dumplings. It's like pasta, but it's made out of potatoes. You can drop them into boiling water 1 or 2 minutes. They're heated through. Put them in a bowl. Top them with your heated soup, add some of the wisps, and dinner is on the table in a few minutes. Next I have a Suddenly salad or Loretta pasta salad mix that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. These are so simple. I even bought a small package of mayonnaise at the Dollar Tree, and I combined them with Bumblebee lemon and pepper seasoned tuna. This tuna is really delicious. It's almost overwhelming how spicy it is if you just eat it by itself. So it's a great way to add some zesty flavor to a Suddenly salad type meal. I find that it's best to use 2 pouches of the spicy tuna, but you could also just use a can of tuna if that's what you have on hand. Next I have a can of chili with no beans and a can of tri-blend or 3-bean combination. Add the 3-bean mixture into the no-bean chili, and I have a tasty, full chili meal. I also combined it with some of the Bisquick cheese and garlic biscuits that just require water, and a package of Wisps cheese crisps in the cheddar flavor. The next meal I have is sort of like a very simple Hoppin' John. I have a package of the Margaret Holmes seasoned field peas and snaps. Combine it with a can of Rotel, and you can stir it together, serve it cold or serve it hot. Scoop it up with crackers, tortilla chips, whatever you have on hand. Dip in your crackers or spoon it on top. It's a great easy way, whether you heat it up or not. Next I have a can of chicken and dumplings. Now you could do this 2 ways. You could add a can of mixed vegetables, and if you don't have that, you could serve a can of green beans on the side and heat up your chicken and dumplings and serve it over your instant mashed potatoes, which the Idahoan potatoes are nice because you only add water. You don't need any other ingredients, and they boil the water, stir them in, and they're ready to serve. So make your potatoes, add your chicken and dumplings, vegetables included or on the side. Next, I found a big can of Pazole at the 99-cent store in Arizona, so I don't know if you've ever seen the Pazole in a can. You can add an additional can of pinto beans to it. Then I have a can of media crema, which you can easily make into a sour cream type topping. Add some lemon juice or some white vinegar, stir it into the media crema, and then you can spoon it over your Pazole. Then on the side, you could serve a Knorr Spanish rice, a Vigo saffron rice mix, or even some of the tortilla strips. I found these at the Dollar Tree, and you can just sprinkle them over the top for a nice filling meal. Next, I have a one-pot pasta. Take a jar or a can of red sauce, a jar or a can of Alfredo sauce, heat them up, and add about a half of a box of pasta to it. Depending on what shape you have, will determine how long it takes it to cook. So combine your sauces, bring them to a boil, stir in your pasta, put the lid on it, then remove the lid every few minutes and give it a stir until your pasta is heated through. Wisps come in a Parmesan flavors. You can look for those, would be perfect to go over a nice pasta meal. Or if you have a shaker jar of Parmesan, that works well too. I like the wisps because it's the nice type serving that I can put away with this meal, and I know that I have some cheese on hand and I'm rotating that as well. So these are the meals that I'm making to help rotate the foods in my pantry. I thought I would share my meal plan with you and see if it's anything that you might enjoy making. If you have a meal that you have figured out how to make easily from your prepper pantry, leave it in the comments below so we can get meal ideas from each other. And remember, keep stockpiling, but then be rotating and replacing it. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.